Hey everybody, it's Holly from Pupcakes, or not Pupcakes. Well, that's where I'm broadcasting from. I'm broadcasting from my shop, but it's Holly from Cape Cod Creatures, and I am here with a live chat. It has been a while since I've done one of these, and we're going to do some live readings tonight, so super exciting. So, hi, Wayward Son. It's nice to finally get a chance to talk to you. I've seen you commenting on a bunch of videos. I am horrible at commenting back, and I'm so sorry about that. But I do have some replies for you. I forget on what, though. But either way, hi, it's finally nice to meet you. So yeah, we're doing, usually this chat is just kind of shaped by whatever you guys post in the little, the typey box. And I also do free readings, so that's a good time. I don't really have too much to talk about tonight, I guess. Oh, thank you, Wayward Son. Confession, I haven't checked out your channel yet. I'm hoping to do that tonight or tomorrow. I'm finally getting a chance to catch up. Well, I feel like I'm perpetually catching up now on everybody's channel because I keep getting like roadblocks thrown in the way. So I'm hoping to catch up on your channel, and I'm hoping to catch up on Christine and Celeste have some videos that I need to catch up on. I have to see if Amy's posted any new videos. There's just so many out there that I need to catch up on. Chase from Two of Owls, Two Spirit has some great ones. Hi, how are you, Shay? Finally catching up on, finally doing a live reading. It's been a while, but anyway, as you ladies know, if you have any questions that you want me to read for you, you can post over in there. And then if you have anything you want to talk about, you can also put it in the chitty chat box. And I'm going to go till about 7 tonight, I think, maybe a little bit later than that. But then I have to go home and I have to grill a rack of ribs because delicious. So yeah. Ooh, what should you be working on? Okay. Well, first, let me grab my tarot cards because I'm super unprepared. I said that I was going to close at 6 o'clock, and then people walked in at like 2 minutes of 6. Like I was like going to grab my keys to lock up, and they were just like, "We're here," and I was just like, "Oh no." So I didn't even get a chance to sage the store completely. I like to sage the store every once in a while, and I haven't done it. Okay, let's see. What do I have to read with today? So for reading today, I've got my trusty rusty bird tarot. I've got Star Child. I've got Wild Unknown. And then, I got a new deck while I was in the hospital, so I haven't had a chance to really read with it yet, but it looks really fun. I got the Heart of Stars Tarot. It's all pop culture pictures, like pictures from movies and TV, which is really cool. You want Wild Unknown? Okay, let's see. Let me grab the book just in case. I never like to fly solo on that book. On that deck, I like to have the book nearby because some of her interpretations veer a little bit away from traditional Rider-Waite meanings. All right, so what should you be working on for the new workspace? Oh, the C app. That's a really good one. Did you have to pay for the app, or did you get to or was it free? Because I haven't downloaded it yet, so I don't know. Oh, hold on, my mouse did something weird. Okay, there we go. All right. Shan, what are you knowing? Oh, you got the free version? Okay. Oh, in general, what should you, oh, okay. All right. Sorry, it followed. See, that's why I always like to clear it up in chat, because it usually like something follows and it's not clear. I'm one of those, like, I'm such an old person when it comes to following chat. You gotta be really like, all right, so what should you be working on? All right, so any particular area you want to know what you be? Oh, okay. Any particular area you want to be working on, as far as, and like do you want to know what you should be working on emotionally, or do you want to know what you should be working on career-wise, or do you want to know what you should be working on? Do you want just like a general reading? Hi, Amy. It's nice to meet you. Or not. Oh my God, nice to meet you. I am on like retail autopilot right now. I haven't even had a chance to like shift my brain out of gear. Oh my goodness. Career. Okay. How can we get some, like, you know, what do we got as far as career energies are concerned? All right, I think I'm done. I think I'm done rifle shuffling. That was a lot of shuffling. All right, so let's see. I like to do a little bit of hand over hand to see if there's anything that wants to jump out, anything in particular that you need to know. But it doesn't look like we have too many jumpies today. Oh, I lied. You had a couple jump out. All right. So let's see. Oh, Wild Unknown. I love this deck so much. It's such a good deck. And I think we're going to do that one. And I always like to draw one from the bottom, one from the top, and one from the middle, plus whatever your jumpies were. All right. So this would be top, middle, bottom. And your jumpies. Okay. So your jumpers were Ace and Father of Cups. So it's a little hard to see with the glare, but oh, there we go. That's a little bit better. But you've got like a Black Swan. The Father of Cups is somebody who's very much master, like, I always like to say that they've mastered and are in super control of their emotions, almost to the point where they're not recognizing them. Like, they're not really like, you know, they're fatherly and stuff, and they do all, like, they almost go through the motions of emotions. Like, they know what the emotions should be, but they don't really like take the time to sit down and feel them. And then the Ace of Cups, of course, is like new emotional energy and love and just, you know, like lots of good stuff coming your way. Let's see. And then for your cards, you got, it's kind of, honestly, this reading's a little bit of a mixed bag. So you got a 3 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, and you've got the 10 of Pentacles. So I don't know, this kind of says to me that, like, for whatever reason, like the reason you're not working right now was a little more personal than you probably recognize. I mean, it's almost like you've got yourself tied, like you've tied yourself up with your own stuff, and that's kind of hindering your job search, or hindering you getting, like, you're kind of getting in your own way, if that makes any sense. Like, it's almost like you're self-sabotaging yourself on like a subconscious level almost, especially when it comes to things like filling out applications or interviewing, or even just having the energy to get up and search for a job. Like, almost like a little bit of the like the, well, maybe I like, but I don't want, but I'm not gonna find, and then like you've got like some stuff is weighting you down and kind of like keeping you stagnant. And then the 4 of Cups is very much, I love this depiction of the 4 of Cups. It's like you've got so much wine kicking around your house that you've just put it out in cups, and then like you're gonna let rats walk all over it because, like, whatever. All right, so if you've had a lot of interviews and not a lot of callbacks, I would maybe do some practice interviews with a friend, or if you have a colleague or a mentor somewhere, or even a mentoring center. would probably be a good idea. But the Four of Cups is overlooking a situation and maybe not, and like maybe kind of being like, like you're kind of ignoring like the good stuff that's going on, or like the upsides of those situations. Like maybe you didn't get callbacks for those jobs because you weren't meant to have them, and you're letting that negativity kind of bog you down. But the good news is you drew the 10 of Pentacles, which is all about like, it's all about the family. I like to call it like the money side of the 10 of Cups. Like the 10 of Cups is about the emotional side of like family and completion and a healthy, safe home. But the 10 of Pentacles is more about like the money side of that, like legacy, like the being able to pay the mortgage, the being able to like go to the grocery store and not have to like coupon every single time you go, and yeah, big money, no whammies. But yeah, this is like you'll get there eventually, but before you get there, you've got to sort this stuff out. And I think that's where this guy, like these two, I think are related. You've got some sort of a thing, like I said, something's getting in, like you've got some sort of like underlying issue or emotion or some kind of fear or something that like you're aware of, but maybe you haven't really quite worked through. And that is what's bogging you down as far as interviews are concerned. But I think these two, the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, mean like, don't like, if you sit down and you take the time to work through it, like you'll be fine. You'll get like your dream job. It'll be great. Like you'll make the money. You'll ace an interview. Like it'll be awesome. It'll be the right fit for you, and it'll be the right fit financially, and it'll be the right fit emotionally for you once you kind of sort that out. So that is your reading, and I hope it worked for you. Seems like it did. If it didn't, you tell me. I have a feeling that you would let me, like you'd let me know under no uncertain terms that the reading didn't work for you. So anywho, if anybody else wants, I don't think it's you. It's you a little bit. Like stop self-sabotaging, lady face. You got this. Otherwise, so does anybody else have a reading? Anybody else have a question? Anybody else want to do a reading for you? Is there anything you wish to talk about today? That would be awesome. We can do that too. I'm up for chatting about just about anything. Your mom is sick? Oh, that's sad. Is it Wayward? We can read for you, and then Dechan, I can read for your mom after I read for Wayward. How does that sound? Is that, oh, so you keep her company a lot? I mean, that's, yeah, that's, if that's kind of keeping you tied, and that's kind of, oh, googly eye Instagrams. I do need to pick up on the googly eye Instagrams. Oh my goodness. But yeah, Deshan, if your mom, like maybe you need to talk to your mom about maybe hiring some outside help for her, or maybe maybe getting like an agency to come in, like see what her insurance will cover and see if that can free up some time for you. And that'll also give you the peace of mind to kind of like, like a homemaker or something to come in. It'll free up like I said, if her insurance covers it, and it gives you the time and the peace of mind to be able to go out there and not have to worry about your mom while you're making the ducats. Like I almost said making the buckets. Maybe that's a good option. But it's time to start having it's time to start having that conversation with your mom, because I know the longer you wait, the harder it's going to get to have it, and the harder she's going to fight it. So frame it as just like, hey, we're going to get some lady to come and clean your house. And who wouldn't love that? Okay, so for Wayward Son, you want to read for clients and what will help you move forward towards your goals. Okay, so I can read for you. We can do, oh no, Amy, I don't want you to rush a parent meeting. That's lame. Well, I mean, like, it's not lame that you're going, but sure, we can always chit chat on Facebook too. You know where to find me on the Face Place. So I hope your meeting goes well. I'll talk to you later, Amy. All right, so I can read for you using Bird Tarot. We can do Wild Unknown. We can do Star Child. I've got Heart of Stars, and then I've got a few other decks back here as well, including Sacred Creators, which is really great for career. Any particular deck you want to use? Dead air. I have to figure out how to fill dead air. Okay, so I think we can stick with, oh, anything? Okay, you know what? We will stick with Wild Unknown for now. It seems to be doing a decent job. And then, oh, you know what I can do? I will pull you. I just got in my Inner Star Oracle from Kickstarter. So that's awesome. We can pull you one of those for like an affirmation kind of a thing. All right. So what will help you move forward towards reading for clients? Doing some raffle shuffles. I really love, I know a lot of people are like kind of like, no, the second edition or the first edition is the best. But I really love the third edition of the Wild Unknown because the shuffling is just like butter. Like it's so good. It is just so good. It's one of my favorites. One of my favorites to shuffle. One of my favorites to read. It really is an amazing deck, and I actually, honestly, I haven't been using it as much as I used to. The Bird Tarot kind of took over my life for a while because it's a great deck. It really is, but it is basically just Rider-Waite with birds, and I think I need to get back into using this deck. I think tonight was maybe like a, oh hey, no, you need to be reading with it. Hi, Roxy. Okay, so let's see. Do this to see if we got any jumpies. I don't think we have any jumpies this time around. Oh, and as I say that, 2 flip out. Look at that. A lot of 2s flipping out today. Anybody, like, I'm not really well versed in numerology. Do any of you guys know what like 2 is? Like the 2 is symbolic of, as far as that's concerned? That'd be really, I'd like to know what that means, see if it has any. That's my next quest, I think, is numerology. Okay, so 1 in the and take that one and that one. Okay. Okay. So for, oh, Jeezily crow. Talk about jumpers. I'm flipping cards all over the place today. All right, so for your jumper, we got the 7 of Pentacles and the Tower. Always interesting cards to get. And then for the main reading, we got the, for your main reading, we got the 2 of Cups. Is that the daughter? That's the Mother of Pentacles. I'm dropping, why can't I handle these cards today? And we got the 6 of Wands. So, I always thought her depiction of the 6 of Wands was really interesting because this is the victory card. And for some reason, it's just like not quite there yet. All right, so as far as getting to the point of reading for clients, 7 of Pentacles. You know what? I want to see what the book has to say for the 7 of Pentacles, like the traditional book meaning. But I remember this one is like a little pinch different, if memory serves. Okay, all right. No, yeah, it's pretty much the same. No, it's a little more wishy-washy. Okay. So, okay, this says to me that something has kind of maybe happened with the irregular. I needed a cup of water. Oh, do I have a, oh, I had a, so, oh. I'm sorry. I just got like I breathed in a dog hair or something. So this says to me that like maybe something kind of went awry with a regular job or something like something happened, something that kind of was just like, you were like, fuck this shit. Like, I hate this job. I hate what I'm doing. Oh my God, this is the stupidest. Like, you had like one of those, like a flip out moments, but it's not necessarily like what you were doing was an awful job altogether. Like, this is like something that you were kind of successful in, probably like a middle management-y kind of like you were good at it. You know, good pay, good like benefits, like kind of, you know, like it's not a horrible job by any means, but it's not like your dream job. And then something happened at that job that made you question whether or not you wanted to be there at all. Probably a conflict with a coworker or a boss, or you got written up for something, or just like a really bad day, like something with a customer maybe. But this is very much somebody who has a decent job and like they're contemplating, should I stay there? Should I? And then like something happens and you're just like, I hate this place. Let's see. So yeah, so you're just kind of like, I don't know, like maybe like that's like contemplating striking out on your own, but like either you have had or you will have like a really, like, not a knockdown drag out fight, but like there's going to be like a heinous day of horribleness that is just going to make you be like, I hate this place. Like, it's going to be like a tangible, like, oh my God. Like I got a flash of that. I don't know if you're familiar with Gary Larson, The Far Side, but there's a comic where there's two guys sitting in hell. And one of them looks at the other and goes, I hate this place. like I kind of got like a flash of that. Like, so it's so, yeah, like it's a decent job, but like you hate it. Or if you don't hate it yet, you will. Okay. So as far as what you need to do for reading for yourself, or for like maybe striking out on your own, getting clients and whatnot, the Two of Cups is always indicative of either a romance or sometimes a business partnership. If you know somebody that has a shop, or that already reads, or has a place, like they have a venue for you, like that might be something you want to look into. So I think first you need to find people of a like mind, maybe somebody to team up with and pair up with and practice your reading, but also maybe mentor you in business a little bit. And then the Mother of Pentacles is, it's a very like motherly, like a motherly positive energy, like very comforting and whatnot. And that to me speaks to me of bedside manner, especially where we're like, what do we need to do to strengthen our readings? I get this one a lot when I ask that question, because I tend to just kind of like blurt it out and I don't cushion any blows. And I know I need to work on that. And I also need to work on offering positive solutions to problems. So this might be like working on your bedside manner a little bit where readings are concerned, especially in difficult situations. Like this Tower card, I probably could have offered, I should think to offer, like, if this was like a paid reading, I would say, let's pull cards to figure out what that Tower situation is. And let's, you know, let's kind of figure out how to get you through this without, with the least amount of trauma as possible. Like that is a way that you can handle like a bad card. So I think maybe you need to look into how you would handle like bad readings, or situations where people have some serious, like, because reading is super fun, but every once in a while you get somebody that comes to you and is just like, gonna leave my husband tomorrow based on what you say today. So you like serious situations, and how to have like a really good bedside manner for that, and like how to help them come up with solutions, or just ways to maybe cushion blows if that's what you see in the cards. And then the six of wands is a victory card. I mean, I think if you decide to strike out and read, it's not necessarily a bad idea. But this victory card to me, it's like victory that hasn't come to fruition yet, or victory that hasn't been fully thought out yet. So if I were you, again, go back to the Two of Cups. Find somebody to mentor you in business a little bit if that's what you want to do, or find somebody that would hire you as a tarot reader, or maybe like a little space you can rent out a couple days a week to do readings. like there's somebody out there is going to be able to help you locally as far as that's concerned, like to get a base and to build your client base and to build your business. And then this is like, think of all the, like, really think this through though, like think of all the aspects of like, one, what leaving your job is gonna, like, you know, think about the financial and the at-home aspects of leaving your job. Think about, like, you know, health insurance, think about your finances, think about, you know, how to actually, like, you gotta treat this, like, if you're gonna strike out into this as a business, you gotta treat it like a business. It can't just be all like tarot and fun and games. So, you know, think, like, learn about profit and losses, learn a little bit about business accounting. So, because like I said, this is a victory that hasn't quite come into fruition yet, but if you do all of that, like, you should be very successful. So I think that reading for clients is probably a good idea for you. But again, it's like, this is very much a put on your big girl pants when you make this decision and go about, like, making this transition kind of a thing. And don't forget about the unpleasant side of business, because it would be awesome if we just all got to, like, read tarot cards and pet doggies and stuff all day, but occasionally you got to clean up pee. That's what I like to, that's my dog business analogy, I guess. Like, it'd be awesome if I could just pet dogs all day and put treats in their faces and, like, have it be adorable. But, you know, sometimes dogs pee on things and sometimes I got to scrub a toilet. So it's like, yeah, but otherwise I don't see any reason why you shouldn't, like, start to think seriously about reading for clients and start to make it happen. So anyway, let's see. Deshan, I'm sorry, I pronounced it wrong. Did you want me to read about your mom? I was a little confused as far as that was concerned. I can still do that. And then Roxy, after, if Deshan says that she wants me to read for her mom, you'll be next after that. Otherwise, I'll do you, like, you'll be next. Okay, so you want me to read for your mom? And what did you want me to read for your mom about? Any particular or specific question? Oh, I almost forgot to pull my inner star for Wayward Son. We'll pull, you know what? We'll pull inner stars for everybody after. How does that sound? I think there was a lot there to digest for that reading. So I'm shuffling, but Deshan, is there any specific question? Like, do you want me to focus on your mom's health, or? Okay, how about just like, general relationship between you and your mom? How does that sound? Actually, you know what? I've got a great spread for that. So this reading will be a little more involved, I think. Oh, crappers. I wish I had my, the deck that I really love to use for that is the Wild Unknowns Animal. It's the Wild Animal, the Wild Unknown Animal Oracle deck. But we can use Wild Unknown for that as well. All right, so we'll do, all right. So, wait, I got to do one more shuffle. That didn't feel right. That did not feel right. Oh, no wonder I forgot the hand over hand. Okay, so this is called the mirror spread, and it's kind of how personalities reflect off of each other at whatever given point in time, which sometimes gives you some insight into how to deal with said person, which is fantastic. It's actually the reading that I offer instead of like, you should she be my boyfriend or girlfriend, or like, does Jimmy, James, Jonah, John, like, super love my face off right now? Like, no, I'm not going to do that for you, but I will do this personality spread. But it works great for parental stuff as well. So we've got self-image, hidden self, and higher self as reflected off of each other, which is fantastic. And then I do need to do an additional shuffle for the second person, so I'm sorry, it is a little involved. And it's a 6-card spread. When I do it with the animal spirit cards, it's a 12-card spread because I do it with wild unknown and animal spirit. But I suppose for the amount of time we have, it's good that I don't have animal spirit because I gotta go in a little bit. I got some food I gotta make, and if I don't get it on the grill, I won't be eating till like 10 o'clock tonight, and that's no good. All right. So we've got self-image, hidden self, and higher self for your mom. Okay. So, all right. So for self-image, that's how you see yourself at any particular moment. And you got the Six of Wands, which is very interesting because we just had that and I shuffled pretty well. So it's interesting that that came up again. And then your mom got the 9 of Pentacles, which if you're familiar with Rider-Waite, this is like the woman that's on a thrill, like she's made it. She's got a falcon and she is just like hanging out in her garden and she's like opulently dressed. So she is like, I don't have to do anything else. I have done everything I needed to do. I'm successful. I am good. I'm done. And then the 6 of Wands, again, this is the card of victory, but this for me is like an unreached or an unmet victory. This is like potential. So you see yourself as like, I am on to bigger and better things. In the meantime, your mom was like, but wait, I don't have to do anything. Like I have done everything and like I've made it and this is my time to do what I want right now. So I could see where you two are kind of butting heads where that's concerned. Like your mom feels like she is owed the help because she raised you and you're just like, no, I was like, it's my time. Like I have to go like get to them. Like I have to go get where you are right now. Like, but you got to let me go do it. So I could see why like you'd be stuck there. And then hidden self. Okay, so we've got the 2 of Swords and we've got the Father of Swords. You are the 2 of Swords. Your mom is the Father of Swords. So the 2 of Swords is kind of like, traditionally it's that woman that's like protecting herself and she's blindfolded and she's like, la la la, I'm not listening, la 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 la. And this is like you kind of not wanting to deal with the fact that like in order to kind of get up and go, you're probably going to have to hurt your mom's feelings a little bit. Like you love your mom, you do, and you're just not like quite there. You're not ready for that confrontation and you're kind of ignoring it as far as that's concerned. And in the meantime, the Father of Swords, this is somebody who's like very much in control, very much like been there, done that. He's almost like an emperor energy, and he's just kind of like, no, like I'm set, I'm good, I'm in charge of everything, like, you know, I got this, like, you know, kind of like, why aren't you just doing what I say, because I know all the things and everything I know makes sense. So this is kind of like a very, and like again, a very kind of like in like a large and in charge energy. And in the meantime, like you're kind of shying away from it because you know it's probably not going to be a fun confrontation. But then for higher self, ooh, you got a good one. Oh, and your mom got a good one too. All right. So for higher self, you got the High Priestess. And your mom got the Sun. And this to me is like a very, very like opposite energy. The High Priestess is very much to me like a lunar energy, and the Sun is, again, like, you know, it's a fire energy. So these are, again, 2 people who butt heads, but also like there's a mutual love and respect there. Like the High Priestess, like she knows some shit. Like she's very independent, so, and the person, like the son is just very much like, again, it's just, I know a lot of people see it as a father energy, but I always see this as a mother energy, because it's all about nurturing and growth and life and joy. And I mean, like, you know, your mom really, like, her joy comes from her family, and it comes from seeing them do well. So I think like she's just kind of, I think when you have this conversation with your mom, this is like, you're going to have to kind of put it in terms like, Mom, like, I know you love me and I know you want to see me do well. And I know, like, and I want to see you do well as well. And in order for us to accomplish that, you're going to have to let me go and do this. Like, you're going to have to, like, this is something we're going to have to come to terms with. It's not that I don't love you, not that I don't want to be here with you, but in order for me to be successful like you wanted and like you worked for, I have to, like, we have to agree and come to terms. So I think it's just two very strong personalities, one of whom is just coming into their own, and that would be you, and your mom is kind of already there. I think like you're just like, there's a little bit of butting heads, and just, I mean, but your mom is going to understand it's not going to be that big of a deal. So that's kind of what I get from that reading. And I hope that was awesome for you. And I hope it made sense. Oh, and hi, honey. That's Church of Iron is my husband saying hello. I'm sure he's very happy I said that. All right, and let's see. Roxy, are you still there? Oh, awesome. I'm glad you liked it, Deshan. I was usually when you do this one, it's actually very enlightening. It's more like how, like, again, how the two energies play off of each other, and as opposed to, like, you know, it's more than a yes or no. It's like kind of like a little peek as to how like what's going on with each other. So like your mom had a lot of fire and air energy going on, and then you've got a lot of fire, air, and water kind of stuff going on. So that's interesting too. I don't know if you play into like the elements of the cards and stuff, but it's a really awesome little spread, and you can find it on Wild Unknown's website. So if you want to use, it's called the Mirror spread. So you can use it with a whole bunch of different decks. So I think it's really kind of, it's a great spread for that kind of stuff. So let's see. All right, Roxy, are you still there? You just went through a tough time for emotion and health, and you're just wondering what you want to focus on to heal or move on. Okay, I'm going to need you to narrow that down a little bit if you're still there. Okay, if you're okay, so you awesome. We're going to do your reading next. And oh, thank you, Wayward Son. That's a wonderful compliment. All right, so you're going to have to narrow it down. We can do health or emotion. Because I don't like when I read, I don't like to do like an all over the place reading, because then the readings are all over the place. I like to narrow down my focus. So was there like a particular specific question you wanted to focus on? Do you want to figure out like how to heal emotionally? Like how to get yourself in the right headspace to heal physically? Like, so emotion. Okay. So you've had a turbulent emotion. Is it like a romantic emotion thing, or like if it's too personal, you can just say, and I can do something like blind and on the fly. But if there's a specific situation that this is pertaining to, that's always good to know. The more specific your question, the more specific your answer is, what I like to say as far as reading is concerned. Oh my goodness. Okay. So how to heal and move on from that heartbreak. I'm sorry that happened to you. That's quite, it's always the worst. So yeah, in that situation, especially where that's like such a like a huge health thing, I'm gonna go ahead and say I wouldn't have been qualified to read on the health portion of that anyway. but we can certainly see what we can do to work on the emotion part. All right, good. We got a good shuffly mix here. You poor thing. I don't think I'm going to say it one more time, but see if it proves me wrong, but I don't think you've got any jumpers today. All right, so we'll just pull cards as needed, I think. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to try. You can't see it, but there's a really cool fanning technique I learned where you put all your cards and like you fan them out in a circle. So I'm going to try a different kind of card reading thing for you. I'm going to try a different spread. I've been reading into spreads lately, which is really cool. Anytime to Shan. I hope that the oh my god, I'm like moving everything. I've got like a pile of hangers on my desk. It's ridiculous from work. And I've got all sorts of catnip. Because that's what's growing in the herb garden in my window boxes right now at the store because I thought it was appropriate. But let me fan these out real quick because I got to pull a few cards. This is kind of a heavy subject, so we'll do a substantial spread for it. It's an 8-card spread. All right, let's see. And that I don't like to just kind of pull randomly from a stack. I like to pick. All right, so that one's got to come out. That one needs to come out. This one. These 3 wanted to be together. That one. That one. That one. And that one. Okay. All right, so this one, actually my tarot teacher taught me this is called the Heart of the Matter spread, and I'm going to have to ask her if I can have permission to like post the actual spread online, just because I don't like it if it's her spread and I don't want to post it without her permission. But I am going to read you from that spread today, and it's kind of like it's almost like a simplified Celtic cross, but way easier, and like it's Celtic cross. I hate it, but this one I actually do like. So card number 1 stands for you, the querent. And card number 2 is the Heart of the Matter. That is really weird. Oh my god. Okay, so you got the 2 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles. So the 2 of Swords is very much somebody who, again, like has something that they don't want to deal with emotionally. And the 9 of Pentacles, the Heart of the Matter. I mean, normally I would read that as like the woman in the garden that's kind of like successful and like she's made it. Like this is a card of success and family. But that almost looks to me like almost like a womb with something inside of it. Like it's like got that like super safe and closed off, and like the little, like these are like the little cells kind of hanging out in a tummy. And I can see where the red would be like some not good, but I don't know, like that's like you want a pregnancy. You're not opposed to it, but yeah. And you're not, this is almost like you're not ready to deal with the loss of your pregnancy. Like you just haven't, like if it just happened, this is fresh to you. This is a fresh wound. You're not quite dealing with it emotionally. And then the influence over the situation is the 9 of Wands, which is very much, how would I describe, like it's that guy who's built, like, again, it's the, like you've built the fence around, like most of the time the 9 of Wands is like, okay, well I built this thing and like I'm almost there and I've almost made it and I'm looking back at my progress and like whatever. But traditionally speaking, it's somebody who's like, they've built a wall around themselves and they're very closed off. like almost for like protection. So yeah, this is like, you don't want to deal with this at all. Like you're just, nope, I'm good. Like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to think about it. I'm not ready to, like, I'll do it when I'm ready. And then for past, you got the moon. So this is past influences for this spread. And the moon is, you know, it's traditionally, it's the card of like nightmares in the unknown. Like a lot of people, I usually love the moon. So I read the moon positively when I read for myself, but when I do read for other people, it's, again, it's the card of nightmares. It's like your worst nightmare just kind of happened. Like you weren't prepared for this. You had no idea what was coming. You just were just like, oh my God, no. And then current environment. So current environment, Father of Pentacles, does the, how's the, this is like somebody who is like super into like a very good, like a nurturing father figure. So I'm inclined to say that, you know, that your partner in this is being very supportive of you. Like he's there for you. He's waiting for you to want to talk to him about it. Like he's ready whenever you are. Like he wants to talk about it. He wants to help you get through it. He wants to, like, there's somebody there, like either, like, I don't know if your father is in the picture, but there's somebody with like that super nice, like that fatherly, like, I'll listen to you. I'm not going to judge. I'm going to help you through this. But he's going to like be there to help you. Maybe not, like, moms are great, but they're usually super emotional about this kind of stuff, when all you really need is somebody to just sit there and nod and listen and not like tie their own emotions into it. So like I think he would love to be there to talk to you about it. But like you need like that strong dudely energy right now. You don't need somebody who's going to be like, well, I'm sad too because sadness and tears, and here's why my emotions. Like you need a shoulder to cry on right now, and he's willing to give you that. He's willing to be that for you. Like he's feeling this loss with you, but he's going to help you deal with it. So future. Oh, you know what? I like the future. I'm going to leave that for well, okay. Okay, so kind of a mixed bag for outcome and future, but I do like the advice. The advice card you get is temperance. It's balance. I love this card. And as far as dealing with a loss like this is concerned, especially with the potential outcome card, I think the outcome to this here speaks to me as something like you should like apply temperance to avoid this outcome. Because you got the Four of Cups as far as that's concerned. And the Four of Cups is somebody who is just kind of like, they've got some good stuff going on, and they're just so like over it. Like they're so mired in their own stuff that they're just discontent with what they have going on. But temperance here is like strike a good balance. Like go ahead and mourn and process the loss. But also remember that like you've got a lot of stuff to be thankful for as well. You've got your husband, you've got your family, you've got, for the most part, like except for this horrible thing that happened to you, you're healthy, you're alive. Like you've got modern medicine to help you through this. Like there are all sorts of routes you can take as far as like figuring out why this happened and how to avoid it in the future. I mean, like I think you just need to balance the good with the bad. Like don't let yourself get bogged down in the bad, or else you're going to overlook all that good stuff that you've got going on for you. And that's not good. That's not healthy either. But as far as the future influence is concerned, I love this. So you got, these are the three that wanted to come out together. You got the Son of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. I love Page of Cups. It's like new emotion coming in. Sometimes you can read it as a person, like reading court cards as a person. I like reading them situationally. So Page of Cups to me is all about, it's almost like the Ace of Cups. It's about like that new like that new emotional, like that new, like good emotions, good news, good cup energy, good, like, you know, like that awesome, like emotion and love and water and flowing, and like it's new stuff coming in. It's somebody who's just starting the journey again. But you also got the Eight of Cups, which I'll explain in a second. And you also got the Wheel of Fortune. So though that three clumped together, as far as future is concerned, to me, is just like you need to, like, eventually you're going to move on from this loss. Like you have to realize when mourning about it, and like you've felt it, you've dealt it, you've processed it, but eventually you're going to have to like let it go and walk away from it in order to be able to move on. And if you can accomplish that, you've got the Wheel of Fortune, and you've got like the Page of Cup energy coming in for you. So this to me said, like, this is, I love the Wheel of Fortune. I always read it very positively, because it's fate. It's, you know, something good coming your way in the future. And unless it comes in reverse, which it didn't this time. And I very rarely will I read reversals, but Wheel of Fortune is one that I will read in reverse if it does happen. But that's always like some good news coming your way, like some freshness, some newness, like fate type stuff. With the Page of Cups, I think there's hope there for you to like give this a go again. But you have to be ready to you have to process this, talk about it, feel it, but remember that you also have good things. Not let it bog you down, and then let it go when the time is right, instead of wallowing, which I suppose is kind of really the wrong word to use here. It's not a very, and this is where I need to work on my bedside manner. So I'm very sorry that you're getting not as cushioned a reading as I should give you for this subject. But I think that there's some, like, the overall, this is a very positive and reaffirming reading of somebody who's going through a loss, isn't quite ready to process it, but will. And you've got somebody there who's willing to process it with you. And if you do process it and let it go properly, like, there's hope for moving on and a positive outcome. So I hope that was helpful to you. And again, I'm very sorry for your loss. That's horrible. And I hope that reading resonated, and I wish you all the luck and all the good positive vibes. I'll send you some positive vibes as far as dealing with that loss is concerned. Wow, that was heavy. But yeah, I hope that you are able to move on from that in a positive way. But anywho, okay. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's see. Is there anybody else on that would like a reading? Otherwise, I'm going to do our usual end of the day pull from a deck. Hey, Samantha, how are you? It's good to see you on. It's been a while. Oh, hi, Eveline. It's awesome to see you too. Oh my goodness, are you off to bed already? I'm super jelly. I wish I was going to bed right now. You don't even know. Like, I love bed. Bed is my favorite thing lately. Awesome. It's awesome to see you guys too. It's so good to be back on. I'm hoping to keep this up every Sunday. Not Sunday. What's today? Thursday. I'm hoping to keep this up every Thursday. So yeah, I hope it's, oh my God, go to bed, Eveline. Jeezily crow. Midnight 12. Oh my God. Jeezily. I can't even, how are you up that late? I can't even, no, that's some, you know what? Sometimes readings are heavy. Don't apologize for asking a heavy question. You know, sometimes readings are heavy. Did I see that? Oh, the turkey circling the dead cat. That is something. I saw the turkey circling the dead cat, and that's actually a behavior they do in the wild against prey. So I don't think, because we have turkeys here, so I don't, and I've seen it, well, not prey for them, but like an animal that is like they think it's prey. So the turkeys will circle it and try and be like a formidable force to get the predator out of the area. So I think they thought the cat was still alive. I'm sorry to ruin that for everybody, but that's what my sister said, and she does wildlife rescue. So turkeys are not the smartest. They are not so smart. We love the turkeys, but they are not so smart. Oh, hi, Danita. Okay, I'm gonna pull a card for you. Okay, so Samantha, if you want a reading, I'm happy to do a reading for you. And Danita, I will do a reading for you, but then I really have to go after that. So those are my last two for the evening. All right, so Danita, what would you like a card pulled for? And I'm shuffling, by the way. Yeah, turkeys are not so smart. Yes, Samantha, like I said, I'm happy to pull a card for you. You and Danita will be my last two for the evening. And then I'm going to go home and make some ribs on the grill because delicious. What path to keep going on? That's a very general question, Danita. Do you want to know what path to keep going on emotionally? What path to keep going on career-wise? What path to keep going on romantically? What path to keep going on dental hygienically? What path to keep going on gastronomically, which is food. Path to keep going on directionally speaking. Oh, for business? Okay. So a business reading, we can do that. Oh my goodness, why was that doing that? That's so lame pants. You know what? I'm going to do this just so we get a good mix again. Because we've had a couple of stalker cards today. And then Samantha, what was your question, love? All right. All right, I don't think you have any jumpers, Danita. All right. Bottom, middle, and top. All right. Hot damn, we've got some like wicked stalkers today. Like I can't even, you guys. This is the other thing that I love hate about Wild Unknown is like there's always stalkers. Like what the hell? Okay, so as far as business is concerned, you got the 8 of Pentacles, also known as the Apprentice card, also known as the Workmanship card. And then you got the 8 of Cups, lots of 8 energy going on here, which is the card of knowing when to walk away. And then you got the Mother of Pentacles, which is, again, like a very motherly energy, a very maternal, a very comforting presence. For business. Something tells me that you love what you do, but it's not quite working out. This is like you very much like you feel probably a little in over your head. Like you love working with your hands. Like it maybe like are you trying to get like a self business going, like a crafty business or like an Etsy or a reading business or an art business, something like that going on. because I mean, like, if that's what you love to, like, again, this for me is a reading, like, especially these two, like, you love what you do and you're learning, but right now it's just kind of not working out. Like, you kind of, like, something isn't working out with it. Something is just like nope, like, it's either too much, or you're, like I said, or you're in over your head. You don't quite know, like, because I know a lot of people that are very artsy and crafty. They love, like, okay, so you live in a lavender farm and you have natural products and you're an artist. All right, so for you, I would say, like, you love living on the lavender farm and you love doing the art and you love making the products. But this to me is somebody, like, who, like, while you're well versed in, like, the making of the things, you're probably not very well versed in the business aspect of things. And it's like you're not pricing your products right, or you're not particularly, I'm not going to say not particularly good at, because that's not really quite what I want to get at, because I actually have the same problem right now with an art business of mine, but producing the product in a volume and in a timely manner is an issue for you to make money with, like, in order to make a living from it, like producing the stuff, getting it out, selling it, marketing it, like the business aspect, like, again, the business side of the business is not quite there. And then the Mother of Pentacles, again, a very motherly, it's a positive energy. This card says to me that maybe you need a mentor. Or you need to, or a business partner, or you need to rethink whether or not your business can actually support you full time. Maybe like, this is I hate the court cards. It's such a mystery. I'm pulling 3 more cards. All right. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, probably not the probably not what you want to hear, but these, you pulled the 9 of Swords, which is, like, kind of nightmarish and like worst fears and whatnot, and, you know, like, while mostly the 9 of Cards, like, the guy's waking up from his nightmare and he's just feeling, like, the after effects of the nightmare and panicking a little bit, and, like, he's able to wake up. The feel that I get from the Wild Unknown, as far as their nightmare thing is concerned, it's like there's no waking up from that. Like, there's no like, okay, well, I woke up and I let it go and it's fake. Like, this is really something that you have to deal with. I'm kind of guessing, like, not guessing, but, like, I'm kind of getting that, yeah, like, your business, like, whatever is going on with your business, like, you're gonna have to let go of something. You can't keep it up. You have to walk away from something. You have to let something go, and it might have to be an aspect of your business, which is really, it's going to be very sad for you. But I also pulled for you the middle card was the 3 of Wands. Not a bad card. This is a good card. This is all about envisioning the future. And the Ace of Swords, which is about, like, new mental energy and mental clarity. So I think once you decide what to let go, these 3 need to go together. Once you figure out what to let go, you're going to feel way less burdened. You're going to feel way better about your life. It's going to be way less cluttered. You're going to have way more energy to devote to other things, perhaps even Because I mean, if you've got 2 young kids, parenting is no joke. That takes a lot out of you. So I think if you can, I think maybe you might need to walk away from your business for a little bit to focus on that, which is like, but don't feel bad about it. I mean, it's not like you can always go back to it. You can always, you know, I know they say don't give up your dinosaur, but you can give up your dinosaur right now, and then you can come back to it. Be a mom for a while, come back to it. So yeah, I think that maybe like looking into maybe giving up an aspect of your business for something a little more traditional as far as employment is concerned is going to bring some stability in for you. It's going to bring in a steady income. It's going to bring in a steady schedule. It's going to be like one of those, like you're going to be able to let go, like you're going to be able to leave your work at work. Like you don't have to bring it home and like wake up in the middle of the night and be like, did I remember to make that soap? And did I remember to do the painting? And oh my God, like you're going to have to like, you'll be able to let go of something, which is really nice. It'll free up, like it'll just free up so much stress from your, like it'll take so much stress off of your shoulders. It'll free up so much room for so much more else that you've already got going on. I really think that, again, the card of willfully walking away is really the key here. You've got to pick something. And as much as I like to joke about it, like you can't walk away from your kids. Like you can't be like, bye kids. Well, I mean, you can, but like most people won't and don't, and they shouldn't. So I'm sorry that wasn't as positive as again, we've got some heavy stuff going on here today. I don't know what that's all about, but like, hey, welcome back. Here's some heavy stuff. So I think you need to think about what in your life it is that you need to let go, or maybe trade in for something a little simpler. I think the key here for you is to simplify. Even though you're somebody that loves to like work with your hands, maybe there's some job in town or whatnot where you can find, like you could teach art, or you could teach soap making, or you can you can find something that incorporates the working with your hands and the doing that, doing what you love, but doing it in a different way. And then you'll have more time for fresh ideas, and you'll be able to think about the future a little bit more clearly, and you'll be able to focus on being a mom's, which is awesome. So I hope that worked. All right. Oh my God. I'm going to have some awesome, it's going to be so tasty, but I can only have them after I read for Samantha. So Samantha, what is your question, my dear? What is the capital of Asteria? Well, I don't know that. Monty Python reference. Love me some Monty Python. Aw, Wayward, I'm so glad that I feel very humbled that you are learning from reading. From me reading. I feel like I learn a lot every time I read for updated energy on the subject of health. Okay. I feel very grateful that I've got such an awesome bunch of girls who let me read for them, because goodness knows I'm not always great at it. Excuse me. All right, so updated energy on the subject of health for Samantha. Samantha, I don't think you have any jumpers. Famous last words, but nope, nothing jumping. And I'll do one more shuffle. Okay. Bottom, middle, and top. For health for Samantha. Oh my goodness. They might not be jumping, but they certainly are running away with each other. Oh, you got a good reading. Okay, so super awesome. You got the 10 of Cups, an awesome card. I love this card. Usually it's the one with like the rainbows and the kids playing. And then you also got the Wheel of Fortune. And you got the 10 of Pentacles. So as far as health is concerned, mean, this is a great reading. As far as that's like whatever it is that you're dealing with health-wise, looks like it's kind of coming to a positive conclusion. You know, you've got the 10 of Cups, which is awesome, healthy family energy. It's like, you know, everything you could ever want for your family and for your life. Like, it's happy home, good health. It's, you know, like contented children, awesome, like relationship energy. The Wheel of Fortune is fate. But it was upright. So like it's positive, like a positive turn of fate. It's whatever fate feels like throwing at you. But it's bookended by the 10 of Pentacles, which is it's a positive like money card. It's like I said, it's the money side of the 10 of Pentacles. It's the money that you need to achieve like all that happy health, home, and what have you. So, I mean, as far as this is concerned, I think like whatever you've got going on health-wise, it's like it's gonna come to its natural conclusion, and it's gonna clear up fine. Like, you're gonna be all right. But I am not a doctor, so always this is I always caveat my health readings with this. Listen to your doctor, do what they say. Don't, like, you know, like modern, I live, you know, the atheist in me is just kind of like, modern medicine is there for a reason, and you can supplement it with an alternative medicine as well. But, you know, like, this is kind of, oh my God. Oh no, don't have shitty health stuff. Stop it. Like, we can't all have shitty health stuff. Oh my goodness, Samantha. I'm just going to call this like the fall aparts, because that seems to be what we're doing this month. May sucked. The 30 days, the whole 30. What's the whole 30? But yeah, I think whatever's going on with you as far as is like, it's going to clear up, it's going to be fine. Yeah, I think positive mindset is probably, it's a big part of it. I mean, you know, you're only as healthy as you feel. And if you're all like blah'd out and whatnot, like, your body tends to, my friend sees it a lot. She does elder care, and she says the people that are the happiest are the ones that wind up living the longest. So having a good positive mindset is definitely something that you want to keep in mind. But again, whatever is going on here, it's like, you'll be fine. Like, insurance will cover it. It'll resolve itself well. Oh yeah, yeah. I think you'll be fine as far, yeah. I mean, I love positive changes. Yeah. But remember, Wheel of Fortune, like, that's some fate. That's some fate stuff coming your way. So like, when stuff happens on the road to recovery or whatever, like, don't, like, just, it's got to happen. Like, you've got to, like, I think that's the message here. It's like, you've got the familial support, and you've got the financial support as far as getting better is concerned. But there might be a few hiccups along the way, but that's stuff that has to happen. So yeah, this is a very positive reading to me, but it's like one of those, like, don't let hiccups in the road kind of derail your progress kind of a thing. So if you have a little setback health-wise, you know, just, again, consult with your doctors, stay posy, and don't let it knock your progress off track. But yeah, this is a beautiful reading, and these are some of the most colorful cards in the deck. So I think, I mean, like, I love everything that's going on here right now. This is a very beautiful reading. So I think that, like, visually speaking, I think you're going to be okay. That's a good idea. Embrace the hiccups and move forward. All right. So I'm going to pull us a final card of the night for, let's see, what am I going to pull from? You know what I haven't pulled from in a while? I have not pulled from Flowers of the Night in a while, and I will pull from that. I love this deck, Flowers of the Night Oracle. And this is, they've got some nice affirmations in here. This is an Oracle deck by Charlene Darcy. And I don't know, I'm feeling some Luna energy today. And now I have to look into like the stalker cards that stalked us all evening, because that's going to drive me crazy if I don't figure out what those mean. But not before I go cook ribs. I always find it kind of awesome, like when groups of ladies, like usually like when we all get readings together, we all kind of have the same energy going on, which is why we all kind of get the same cards. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been paying attention to that in like group chats or like group readings and stuff like that lately. Like the same cards pop their heads up, and it's all because we've all kind of got the same energy going on, which I always think is kind of like cool and a little bit weird at the same time. All right, so let's pull a rando card from this deck. That's the one. All right. So, oh, this is a good one. Okay, so our oracle card for the week is Hope. It's the Lady of the Night flower, and that features what looks to me like a tern. I don't know if anybody can identify the bird in that card, but that looks to me like a tern, like a shore bird. And then I will read the affirmation from Lily of the Night. Or Lady of the Night, I'm sorry. Okay, so the Lady of the Night. Oh, it's the black cap petrel. So I wasn't far off. The petrel is also a shorebird. Shorebirds have a very specific body shape. So let's see. The affirmation is, I believe in a brighter tomorrow, which is an awesome affirmation. So the night is filled. I'm just going to read out of the book too, because I'm not very familiar with this deck. Like I haven't memorized everything out of it for the most part. But the night is filling with starlight. The full moon rises to illuminate, and hope expands to fill the void. It's time to embrace the present and let go of the past while looking forward with new vision. Something wonderful is coming your way soon, so do not give up. Keep strong with your faith and try to concentrate on the smaller stepping stones towards your desires and goals. It assists, the Lady of the Night flower assists those wishing to manifest a brighter future and increase their access to resources. And it also indicates that a time of abundance is coming for those who do not give in. It's about healing of past hurts, forgiveness, and meeting of someone who instills new faith in a better tomorrow. I don't so much agree with that last part, but the healing of past hurts and forgiveness is really nice. And then the challenges for this card are becoming disillusioned, giving up too soon, and losing your self-confidence. So I think that this is an awesome card for us tonight, especially considering some of the heavy subject matter. So don't lose your hope. Really focus on this one. Focus on the, oh, look, there's a sea in the background. I didn't even see that where the moon was setting. There's a moon, like the setting moon over the ocean, or a rising moon. I think I see that as a setting moon, but you guys can decide whether or not for you it's setting or rising. But this is such a lovely card. So there it is, hope for the week. And I'm going to conclude with that. And I have no special way of saying goodbye. So I will just say good night, ladies. I'm going to go grill some ribs, and I hope that you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight.